welcome back to Beyond the Cover. Today we got possibly the best guest we'll ever have. We got Mimi. Let's go. All right,
Drum roll.
go ahead, buddy. Do your own drum.
Oh, okay. I was-
I love how you can see the camera shake. That's insane. All right, this was a stacked week for comics. Not just like the titles coming out, but the stories themselves. I feel like this was a very, very solid week. We got Absolute Green Arrow up first. I've talked about this a decent bit already, so I'm gonna do the honor of letting Mimi go first since he's our guest.
Well, gentlemen, Absolute Green Arrow #3 slapped. Let me tell you, the first two issues I thought were fine. To be fair, I was wondering where the story was going. I couldn't tell what they were gonna do with like the Ollie stuff and the Roy Harper stuff. Like, I wasn't really vibing with it. But this issue really enticed me. I think Dinah is really driving the story home with how she's like reacting to all these situations and like her backstory with Oliver. Like, I thought in issue 2 specifically when she finally learned like what Oliver might have been doing was like really enticing. And now obviously like we learned that Oliver, spoiler alert, I don't know if we're spoiling, but
Yeah,
Oliver
sorry.
might be alive, which I thought was sick, personally.
Yeah. I was the same way. The first issue or two, everybody's hyping this up. It's another Absolute. It's a writer that people like for other stuff. So it's like fair enough, but I was like, this isn't necessarily as good as people are saying, but it's not bad. And then this
No.
issue drove it home. It was definitely
Yeah.
setting everything up, and it brought all of it home. There's another word for it. I can't think. Damn it. I don't know. But this was the vital issue where it's like, okay, I'm definitely in. This was the kind of like late hook to the story, but it was excellent. Any feelings?
Yeah,
Austin?
and for a while when it got announced, I was one of the several hundred people saying it's probably going to be the Spectre that took over Ollie, and he is the Green Arrow. Still, if that's the case, it's sick. But kind of like Ben said, there's a chance it's not, and he's alive, and it's just someone else taking the Green Arrow mantle, which is really cool to see. But that ending with that reveal, I don't know if we want to talk about it. That was nice. I really did like the ending.
You can. If we want to spoil, go ahead, especially with the spoiler alert.
Wait, one sec. Did you guys hear that? It's now 12 issues.
Yes, and I'm
instead
I
of
did.
6?
so excited, especially the reveal coming after this issue. Before I would have been like, okay, that's cool. After 3, I'm like, let's freaking go. dude.
Yeah.
yeah. I can't wait. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Austin. Talk about what was at the end.
So one of my favorite stories of all time is Batman: The Long Halloween, and it's very, very much related on rhymes for Solomon Grundy. So I'm glad they already mentioned that's where his name came from. But he's on the cover for it next issue, obviously. But the reveal of Solomon Grundy with the eyes all over him, like the kid aura, dude. I'm so excited to see that go down.
I loved that reveal.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
It was funny too because he's on the cover for the next one, and somehow I still didn't expect it. Somehow. I saw it at the end. I'm like, oh shit, Solomon Grundy, and they show like the issue number 4, and I'm like, oh yeah, duh. Like, yeah.
To be fair, I don't really like look at the covers in advance or anything. I'm just kind of the guy that pulls up my comic geeks for the week
Yep.
and be like, oh, 15 polls. Fuck me. Well,
yeah,
we on the curve.
yeah. Yeah, that's one of those you look at too. I love Comic Geek has like what you're gonna spend. Obviously, some people have discounts, and you see that, and you're like, shit. Like, I think I pulled a little too much. All right, anybody closing thoughts on Absolute Green Arrow?
Oh, actually, yes.
Awesome.
With it going to issue 12, do you think Pornsack doesn't really know what to do in like his mind, because he's like, oh, this is gonna be a 6-issue limited. Now I have to make it 12.
Here's my guess. If they're doing that, my hope with editorial and some of the bigger people at DC would go to them and be like, the reception is clearly there. Would you like to extend it? If not, if they're like, yo, the numbers are there, you're doing 12, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I don't know.
I hope they
But
gave
I
him the
feel like-
option.
Do you think they did that with Denny's camp? Like, I feel like they.
I feel like
Afterwards, Manhunter was just moving.
Yes, I think it possibly could have, where it was like Dennis Camp was like, I'm gonna end at 6, and maybe they were for real like, no, you're not. This is doing too well. This has so much potential. Maybe it was even just like almost like a friendly urge, like, we know you got more in you, you can do it. Otherwise, that's what I would hope. They go to him, they're like, would you like to extend it? And then the creators are like, here's what I could potentially get it to, and drag it out a little bit more and add some stuff. So yeah, that's a great point to bring up. That's what I really hope the case is.
I will say, Raphael Albuquerque is growing on me. I read Superman Unlimited like the first couple issues, and
Yep.
I just wasn't
That's
messing
fair.
with the art too much. But the art in this is actually good. I think he just does better with like darker tones, if that makes sense.
I think that's
Also, the
completely fair.
beautiful A cover.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I don't think there's a single bad A cover in any Absolute book, in
No.
my opinion.
No, so seldom. Like, I couldn't even tell you. What's funny is there's some where the variant covers, I'm like, but like literally the A covers are always good. Okay, next up, Absolute Flash. We'll switch it up a little bit. Austin, you go first.
Dude, this book went from my least favorite Absolute title to easily in my top 3. This issue alone said it for me. This is the end of the City of Gorillas, I think, or no. Gorilla City. I don't know why, but that was the end of this arc. The end was insane. I loved Grodd. Also, the way they just keep powering up Wally, because like even Wally shocked herself. She's like, "Oh shit, I just did that." And it's like, dude, this is sweet. And then she's teasing Wally about, "Yeah, your name's the Flash." She's like, "No, it's not, bro. Leave it alone." But it definitely, you know.
One of my favorite moments was this. Obviously, I read it pretty fast last night, but my favorite moment was like, "Oh, my leg's already healed. I guess I can heal really fast now."
The like fun realization, yeah. Also, the
Yeah.
Grodd stuff is really good. I think I was the same
Grodd
way.
is my favorite part.
Yeah, I'm same here. The year one stuff, I thought I've heard before that Lemire kind of eases into a run too, like we were talking about some writers before the pod, and then really gets you. That's what I thought year one was. I was like, I am interested in potentially the rogues in this universe and like where they came from, why they got to be rogues, like whatever their mentality. Like Captain Cold's always a I don't want to kill people type person. Let's see what he's like in this universe or whatever. But it was like damn near boring at some points, and I did not expect that. And then it had its highlights for sure. Post year one, it's like that foot on the gas. You have the info you need. Let's just keep running with it. And it's been so much better. The Grodd stuff is great too. The little relationship between Grodd and Wally. And I do really like Linda in this too. And I do love that she gave him the codename Flash. And he's definitely, it's going to grow on him and then he's going to accept it. But yeah, those
It's
little
gonna
moments,
stick.
awesome. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Do we want to talk about what happened in the end? It's kind of,
I feel
Mimi?
like we got it.
go ahead, Mimi. Kind of fucked up,
I mean,
honestly.
the tricks are pulled out the Glock. God.
There was no holding back. It was one of those do it in the moment, apologize later. Like I had to do it.
It was like so funny on TikTok. I don't know the creator's name, but like he was talking about it, and I hadn't read it yet. And I saw like the last panel, and I thought the Grodd was dead. Like I didn't know it was the dad. And then I was reading it, I was like, I felt like relieved a little bit. Like, Grodd is probably my favorite character in
Yeah.
this run.
Yeah.
So I was like relieved that it wasn't Grodd, but at the same time, Trickster just like, and then she's like, "Bye, I did my job. See ya."
Yeah.
And I'm like, with no remorse, I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Yeah. It was definitely like, hey, you're welcome. Thawne is in Virginia, by the way. Good luck, kid. And just walks away. Like, bro.
Yeah. Thawne's at this little place over there.
Yeah.
Just looking at her.
One of
I'm
those like
"Oh."
I did what I needed to. I love too was that throughout the issue you don't know what the technical real mission is, and that's what Trickster says too. Like this was the mission from the start. Like if you want to go get Thawne, there you go, buddy. Like I took care of what I needed to. I don't need to help you now. Wow, just brutal. All right, any closing thoughts?
Great.
No.
Perfect, fellas. Okay,
Art
next
is
up.
awesome.
Yes, it is. I love. Who did you say was doing this, Austin? Because it's not Robles that started it.
Mimi,
Robles was
you
on
have it on
early
hand.
first. It's something Haining. This is gonna be backwards
Yes.
and blurry.
No, don't
Haining.
worry. It's forwards for us. It's yep, Haining. Okay, yeah, great job on this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Speaking of art, Battle Beast 11, they had this artist working overtime. I think they had 2 pages with I think it was 16 or more panels per page for the fight scenes. I thought that was great. What did you guys think?
Like the panels where the 2 pages where it was like switching between like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Salik. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so, the
Salik, something
prince.
like that.
Yes,
Yeah, him and Battle Beast. I thought this issue was fine,
that's fair.
in my opinion.
Yes.
It wasn't like obviously their fight was really cool. I liked the little team up at the end, basically back to back. Felt very this coded. I don't know what
Yes.
this is from.
Yeah,
It was great.
I agree. It was a good issue. Nothing phenomenal. Now, as more issues come out for this run, I love Invincible. I'm loving this book. I'm realizing this book's genuinely pointless. If he can't kill Conquest Conquest can't kill him. It's just it's a book that has no end in my opinion, unless we see how he finds Thrag later on. But that's probably going to be 10, 20 issues down the road, and that's a lot of issues.
Right.
I'm pretty sure this is like obviously it starts like right after you see Battle Beast first in Invincible, where he's teaming up with like Machine Head and
Yep.
stuff. I'm pretty sure like the ending of this book is clearly like him getting put in the Viltrumite prison.
Yeah.
I
That'd
think
be
that's where it
Oh,
has to go.
okay.
That would make sense. Because, yeah,
Okay.
like, they both died to different people. So it's like, obviously, this arc is kind of pointless. It's just like a fun fight. Like, they have encountered each other before. Nobody really wins.
I've always thought that this like the ending of this arc was just gonna be Conquest putting him in the prison. That's what I.
That's probably pretty
That's
good.
what I
Okay.
always thought.
I don't think that's ridiculous at all. Yeah. I do love too, almost like manipulative or just a sign of their egos. Salak or whatever the prince's name is tells Battle Beast like, "You've done such a good job. Like, you basically saved this land for us. Is there any chance you could clean it up? Like, get rid of the monsters?" He's like, "I got dying to do. I got great battles to get to." Conquest comes and he's like, "If this means we get back to our fight, we are gonna fuck up all these monsters together." I also love Conquest. Out of nowhere, there's the dragon. He's like, badass dragon or big ass dragon, nice. And then Battle Beast riding it, like, as something that's kind of like just meant to be cool or cash in on like some of these moments you didn't get to see. There is glints of like, "Ooh, this is actually really good," or just fun at least, rather than like critically amazing. But yeah, it's fun, and I do love some of the little moments that they give us throughout this that make it worthwhile. I will say, the way Kirkman is spacing this out, this fight is like a 4-issue thing that had a ton of setup before. What are we doing, dude?
That's like the one thing I don't like about Kirkman is
Yes.
that he is so bad at pacing.
He's like Oda of the
His-
comics universe.
Like, like speaking to like Invincible, like the fight between Mark and the Reanimen when they're at college is like 7 issues long.
Oh, I had no idea. That's insane.
It might not be 7, but it's like multiple issues where you could just solve it in like 1 issue. That's what the show does really well. It's
Yeah.
like they start something and they conclude it in the same episode.
Yep.
The comic did not do that.
That's why I love Austin brought up to me. I haven't read the Invincible comic yet, but I do plan on reading it very soon. He's like the first episode, I think, covers 10 plus issues in Invincible's
episode.
first episode.
Well, the Guardians of the Globe's first appearance in the comic book isn't till issue 7 when Ryan Otley gets on it.
Okay, so they pick and chose. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Any closing thoughts with Battle Beast before we continue?
Just Mimi, you're an intellectual genius for figuring that out. I for real thought this book was going to be pointless.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
It's definitely one of those in between. Yeah.
Covers are sick.
Yeah, that one's
They
very
are.
well done. I love the last one too, where they're at the dinner or whatever, and they're like facing off.
I didn't like that one,
That's
in my
fair.
opinion.
That's fair.
I got finished.
I got the Green Lantern like Hal Jordan and Sinestro, that classic cover face-off thing, and I do like how they threw Salak in the back. I think they were drawn a little weird, so I do agree in that way. Just like the setup.
their
work was
heads
cool.
just looked weird to me.
yeah. All right. Next up, Captain America number 13. Mimi, if you want to kick it off, go ahead.
Not gonna lie, didn't pick it up.
Okay,
so.
that's fair.
Okay.
Did you pick up this run initially? Like, what issue did you get to?
I'll be right back.
Okay, Austin. In the meantime, you go ahead. How did you feel?
I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of falling off in the last arc. This arc, 2 issues in, enjoying it so
Yes,
much.
Yes.
They're kind of proving that Cap is gonna be like a crusader of hell, which is really funny because it's obviously Captain America. But we get Red Skull, sick. We get more Doom, sick. All this is kind of it's more of the issues where it's like, hell yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
And then we go on about it. Nothing insane, just super enjoyable that he's fighting demons in hell with Doom.
Yeah. Did you figure out Mimi?
I read till issue 8.
Okay, that's
Which is-
funny enough. I think that's not ridiculous at all. I feel like that's when it was really getting slow.
It's so many words.
Yep.
That's how Marvel is in general. Like right now, it's so many words, and it was like the lead up to Armageddon. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So it was like the stuff with the Red Hulk, and like just wasn't vibing with it. So
Nope.
I was just like, I don't need to be reading this. So I
Plus,
just dropped it.
just to go along with what you're saying, the Red Hulk stuff did not pay off. Their fight was so short in Captain America,
I don't
at
even
least.
I don't even think I got to the issue where if it's
It
issue
might have been
9,
9
I
or
didn't
10.
even read.
Yep, I think it is. This has gotten better. The hell stuff is fun, and I will say I love they're doing almost like a savior thing with Captain America, where like he's some chosen one. That's really cool. Red Skull just recruiting a Nazi army in hell is crazy. And then
I
all the
love
stuff
Red
with Doom.
Skull.
Also, I will say, are you a Fantastic Four fan, Mimi, or no? Do you know the
Eh.
stuff with Doctor Doom's mom?
No.
Okay, so do you know Valeria Richards, the Fantastic Four's daughter, or
Sort of.
Reed's daughter? Okay, so she was
I read her in
named.
Secret Wars.
Okay, she was named after Doom's mother, is like a respect for Doom, or like to kind of make it up for what happened. Doom's mom was originally sent to hell, and so I think it was from magic he was messing with. And so at the end of this issue, just to like pay homage, I guess, she like makes an appearance, and they show the mom in hell. So that was like kind of cool too. But that's almost like that Marvel cameo fest, like trying to be like, oh, did you forget about this? And they had that
Well, yeah,
they had
'cause-
an editor's note, and it was like as seen in, and it was like Fantastic Four 61 in like 1960 or something. So it's like, oh yeah, I'll just go pick up
Yeah,
that
I know.
issue.
I haven't read that one.
yeah. So anything
That
else,
wasn't
Austin?
That wasn't 40 years before I was born.
No other thing. I just really enjoyed it. I am enjoying the hell stuff compared to the last arc anyway.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Avengers Armageddon. You are picking this one up, right, Mimi? Okay, go ahead, Austin.
Okay.
To be fair, these things are like
Little-
side by side, so if you're not enjoying one,
Little
you're not gonna enjoy
rewind
the other.
on Captain America. Completely forgot about it. Dude, the Spider-Man stuff was phenomenal.
Oh yes,
like sitting with
yes.
Steve in the hospital.
Yep. Go
Phenomenal.
ahead, do it justice. Bring up some of the stuff that happens. I'll try to as well because I'm
so
glad we didn't skip that.
So he swings and lands on the window, and Sharon's there, and she's like, "Couldn't I go the regular way?" He's like, "They won't let me in if they don't know my face." And he said, "I'm not gonna walk through in the Spider-Man stuff."
Oh, so really
So
quick,
he's there, he's like-
because he's having this conversation, she pulls a gun on him, like getting ready to protect Cap, and he's like, whoa. He's like, I got spider senses. I obviously knew you were gonna do that. I just knew you weren't gonna pull the trigger. That's why I didn't like react or something. So yeah, keep going.
But he's kind of talking with Sharon, and he's like, either he says you stink or something like, "How long have you been here?" And she's like, all the entire time. He's like, "Go home, shower up, sleep. I'll stay with him." She's like, "All right, sweet, I'm going home. Bye." And she kisses him on the forehead, obviously Captain America. And Spider-Man immediately hits her with a, "I don't have to do that, right?" And then she said, "Do whatever you want to do." And then she left. And then he sits in the chair. And I'm pretty sure in Civil War for the comics, Spider-Man takes Cap's side. So in this, he's kind of sitting there. He's like, "Cap, we need you. We all need you, but I need you. Please, bro, pull through." So then it leads into the Cap's hell stuff. But that part was really enjoyable, and I really like that.
All right, go ahead and continue right into Armageddon real quick.
Okay, Armageddon is kind of what the Red Hawk stuff in the Captain America book should have been. This is genuinely an all-out war with all the Avengers. It's cool to see. The artist, his art style on Sam Wilson's Cap, phenomenal. I'm enjoying that so much every time he's on the screen. But we get Colton, which is the Cap that took Steve's place, and then also was in Wolverine Weapons of Armageddon. He's basically Sentry now, just
Throwing haymakers.
yeah. And it's him and Red Hawk get separated, and they're throwing haymakers, not claymakers. And Red Hawk's like, "Oh, he won't attack me if I'm in a city because that's too many casualties." Colton just flies straight at him and kills thousands. You're like, okay. And then he just gets him in a forest and welts, and then it gets interrupted. And then he starts to attack Iron Man. He's like, "You know what? If y'all don't have the balls to kill people, I'm out." And he just goes MIA.
Yeah, I don't got much to add. That was perfect. The thing I loved is they have Russian. The Russians are included in this, and I can never remember the name for the Russians. I know it's Crimson Dynamo, Dark Star, I think, and a couple others. And for real, since they handed Thunderbolt Ross on like a silver platter because they're all like fighting over what to do about him, Dark Star for real just teleports in, takes him, leaves, and they're like, "What happened? Like we had him. What the fuck happened?" And so now the Russians have like their ultimate weapon in this like chess game where they can decide what they want to do because they have Ross. So yeah, I can't wait to see what's next. This is one of those, like you're saying, I wish some of the Hulk stuff played out more in Captain America. It got so built up, in the Hulks and Red Hulk are on so many of the Captain America covers, and they just don't really do anything with it. So moving on, Lobo number 5. Austin, go ahead.
Mimi, you go ahead.
It's awesome. I was dropped this. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't messing with it like the first 4 issues, but this one I thought was hilarious. I thought the whole premise of like the dude with just like the bunch of computers on his head, basically saying, "F it, I don't need to hire Robo. Let's just kill him."
Yep.
I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was great. Jorge Corona. I read Middle West recently. I went on vacation. I sat down with Middle West. And his art is amazing. I love Jorge Corona, especially with his time on Transformers. I thought he emulated Daniel Warren Johnson's style like literally perfectly, where you could barely tell that they're even different. But his art,
I didn't know they were different until like
Exactly.
months after reading.
You don't know. You can't tell because like this is more Jorge Corona's style. It's more like jagged edges, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like shit ton of stuff going on within one panel. But his art's incredible. I really like the ending where he's like, "Let's go to hell, fuck it."
Yeah, that's really good. I love too. I think Scotty Young is a big rap and hip hop fan, so they just randomly reference Jay-Z as Hove, Tupac, and Biggie, just like it was nothing. And then I do love that screen where they have the dental work they have or
Yeah,
whatever, and there's
like-
a bunch of different characters. Like insane amount of like Marvel likes to do too, the cameos, but there's like Livewire, Lex Luthor, all these, and it's funny that it's like they all have teeth done by like celebrities nowadays with the
Yeah.
what do they call it?
Yeah.
Oh, veneers, that's what it is. But yeah, great. Anything to say, Austin?
He got slutted out, but turns out it was just
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, it was really funny when the girl was like, "Yeah, let's go to the bedroom
Yeah.
and do some stuff." But let me freshen up real quick.
Yeah.
And then she pulls the gun out and he's like, "I didn't know this is what you meant by freshening up."
Yeah. Like, let me slip into something comfortable. She comes out, she's like ready to go.
Also, I love the tiny army with tiny laser guns. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was funny.
Yes. Also, just to go off of what you said, Mimi, I was almost getting annoyed with the corporation. Like, there was so much wording and that trying to control what he was doing. I know it was supposed to be played for like fun, like look how annoying this corporation is, just like in real life or whatever. Now this like, you know what solves this problem? Killing the dude. That's a lot better. So much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I got nothing else. Anybody else? Okay. Moving on. We got Batwoman. Did you read this one, Mimi? No. Okay.
No.
That's what I'd like to know. When did you fall off this? Because I think Austin did too.
I never picked it up.
Okay. Okay. Austin,
This was one of those next levels where I was just like,
yeah.
I don't know if I really need this.
Yeah. Austin, when did you fall off? What issue? Was it 2 or 3?
Issue 3, but I picked up 4. Still haven't read it.
Okay. So here's where I'm at because I think you guys are pretty justified. The art's pretty cool. It's one of those like stylized. If you like it, you really like it. If not, what I got from it and kind of confirming with other people, if you didn't read that Batwoman elegy story, because that's Greg Rucka too, that's kind of like a before. This is almost like a renumbering or a continuation of the story. So if you didn't read that, you're going to be pretty confused until issue 4 or 5 where they have a big reveal. And so this whole time, big spoilers, Batwoman has a twin sister that's like her Joker. And from the start of this series, you think she's dead. And Batwoman is being accused of like murdering somebody with a gun and all these bad things. And you come to find out that she's not doing any of it. The twin sister's alive and is pretending to be her. So almost kind of like a Dark Avengers, how they're taking over and probably doing some bad stuff by it. But yeah, from the whole time, she's just trying to sabotage the sister. So in this issue, you get kind of like what's supposed to be a face-off. And it's like a really weird, something's going to happen. She actually confronts the sister and it goes pretty well. And the sister's like coming with her to potentially get help or be better. And the other person that was trying to help control the sister too and get their agenda is like, don't worry, we can just let her go with her. Like, it's not going to go how she wants it to. So there's going to be more falling out and probably sabotaging from the evil twin sister. But as of right now, it's okay. This is one that I would not say people need to rush to pick up. If you enjoy it, that's awesome. It's all right. All right. Deathstroke issue number 5. Did you get to this one, Austin, or no? Okay, go ahead.
This every week it bounces between this or Lobo for my favorite next level title. And after this issue, Lobo was phenomenal. This is still probably my favorite next level title. This issue was genuinely phenomenal. We kind of had a recent Abs of Batman thing with his mom with an off-screen. Damn, had the same thing again. So gotta love those. But this whole thing, it's like, oh, Deathstroke killed Wintergreen. Turns out, kinda. Not really. There was a really cool panel I showed Corey where they're jumping around on a rooftop fighting each other, and it's just beautiful, like paneling and artwork. Loved it. But yeah, this issue overall great. His daughter stuff has been phenomenal. His ex-wife stuff has been pretty fire. I got nothing else to add.
Anything with you, Mimi? You got this one, right, or no?
I picked up issue 1.
Oh, yeah, you said
I
that.
enjoyed it. It was just like, again, it was one of those ones where I was just like, I don't really need to read this.
Yep. I love too. We have 2 next levels going on at the same time where there's somebody pretending to be the other sabotaging them. Like, that's funny how out of like 4 or 5, whatever we have now, it's funny that the stories are so similar. I got this actually spoiled for me when I was on Panaloids this week, which I will say, it wasn't like a, oh, damn, you really ruined it. I go on knowing, and that was one I just didn't get to. And when John was talking about it and saying that the wife was pretending to be him, I'm like, are you talking about, like, are you thinking about the daughter? That's the daughter that usually dresses up as him. But no, it was the wife trying to get back at him is like a very weird, like, death by sword divorce thing or something, like trying to ruin his life. And yeah, it plays out. You get even, I think it was a battle between them or her, Deathblow, and Deadshot. And he's just going through it. He's going to find a way out, I guarantee, and maybe be better than ever. But he's down on his luck right now, really bad.
I was going to say, with the daughter, wife, and him, they could genuinely recreate the Spider-Man meme right now.
Yeah, legit. I also love, I think the daughter's like a very well-trained killer in martial arts, and they make her look so incompetent. Like, the wife took care of her easily. She's just like tied up on the side, like, oh, dad, shit, like, mom's pretty evil. What the hell happened there? Like,
Isn't like the daughter's whole shtick that she can see the future? I thought
oh,
that was the whole
what
thing.
is her? Is it Ravage? Is her name or something?
Yeah, I thought her whole shtick.
See, I
was,
didn't
like,
know
she
that. Yeah,
can-
that's
she
even
knows
funnier.
what's gonna happen.
Right, and she didn't realize that. Like, maybe that's the point. He's like, oh, like you would have never thought the mom. But yeah, very, very interesting choice there. All right, next up we got Superman Unlimited. Who wants to go first? Did you pick this up, Mimi, or no?
I dropped it after issue like 4.
Okay,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
all you guys.
What was the? I guess what was the consensus with that?
Why I dropped it?
Yeah.
It was just another Superman title that I say this a lot. It's just like didn't need to read.
Yep.
I didn't really like when I was reading it. It was, I don't know if it's still doing this, but like the arc where he can like turn gold and be invulnerable to kryptonite, but then loses his powers. Like, I just wasn't vibing with that, so
I think they did
decided
that
it was
till like
time to
issue
go.
6 or 7, so it was going for a while. And I will say, of the runs that you've dropped, I think you got a good track record for which ones to pick up and drop and not waste money. This one, what's really funny is the whole story is kind of based around, or at least the first arc. Kryptonite is super common, so what is the super family
Yeah.
gonna do? And they explore that decently. I feel like they could have done so much more. That's a great concept that kind of got wasted. And what's really funny is the timing with this run, terrible. It's taking place right before and during DCKO and after, where Superman's not even in his own run. Like, I understand the like actual Superman run with Joshua Williamson and having Superboy take over, but this one makes even less sense. And that one actually does good with it, like why he's not there and what comes after. This is just kind of like you get, I hate to say it, I do like Lois Lane and some of the John stuff, but it's kind of like B team stuff. And so yeah, I think you're justified. Did you have anything to say about this, Austin?
I didn't pick up issue 15. I dropped it last issue, but this whole time I thought it was an Elseworlds project because but then as soon as I do the the DCKO stuff and he's gone, I'm like, oh,
Yep.
this is mainline stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
That's also why I didn't like the everyone having access to kryptonite sort of thing. I was just like, so what does Superman do now? Like, you know what I mean?
And it's so
There's a whole-
self-contained in this too. Like, it's not any of these other runs are doing anything with it.
But yeah, there's like a whole city that's literally all kryptonite, and I'm like, so why don't the bad guys just like fly there every time?
Yeah. Why don't the other superheroes take over and like give Superman a break? Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. The one thing I will give it recently is some of the John Kent stuff. It's actually pretty cool. They play with this idea of I guess time, what would you call that? Time travel. And so the idea is, obviously, I think in the Super Son storyline, John Kent is like growing up with Damian and gets taken by, I think it's Ultraman, and tortured, and then eventually grows up. Well, we have that John Kent, but now he's Tomorrow Man, because a John Kent from the past, I think brought to the future by Mr. Mxyzptlk, however you say it, to mess with John. He's like, shit, I gotta like hide my identity or I might mess up the time stream. So they think they have this little John Kent, and Lois Lane's so excited because like, I get to mother the child I never got to because he was gone from us for so long. Well, turns out that's not baby John Kent coming back. That's Ultraman's son. And so it's kind of cool where they're trying to balance the scales of, are you going to end up like your dad, or do you have some superhero potential in you, having these great role models in front of you? And he does actually do some really good stuff. He really cares about the Superman monkey. He does want to help people in certain ways, but he is antagonistic. Like, I think him and Damian have a full out fight, and that was kind of sick. But they can keep going with this. I think that's good. Some of the other stuff, yeah, just leave in the past.
I will say in previous issues, I did like how as soon as Damian met the John Kent again, he's like, that ain't my boy. That ain't my boy.
He smelled that coming a mile away. And it's funny because Batman mentions that. I think he knew, and he's like, yeah, what's off about him? And he goes off, he's like, oh, this is that, or I know this. And that was cool too. Like that detective side that they have.
I will say, when I was talking to about this run with my boss like a couple weeks ago, he was telling me about like the John Kent lore.
Mm.
Like, I've been picking up comics for like 3-ish years, 2-ish years. So like, I don't know everything. I'm not an encyclopedia or whatever. But he was telling me about the lore, and I thought it was really enticing that when they were bringing him back. But then I guess it wasn't really him. So.
Oh shit, that's what I was interested in.
Yeah, I was like, this run couldn't entice me in the first 4 issues, but this part seems real fun. And then you just told me that it's Ultraman's son. I was like, oh,
never mind.
well, never mind.
That's why, like I really like the Crime Syndicate. So when he told me that was his also like, yeah, not for me. I was like, shit, like that's for me. I like the Crime Syndicate. I like Ultraman, but we'll have to see how they handle it, because it could be another one of those flukes where they had a really good idea and then they just couldn't execute it. So we'll see. Okay, moving on to a phenomenal book, Dork issue number 6. Mimi, go ahead and take this one away.
It's gas. If you're not picking it up, you're wrong. Please pick it up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. This is one of those. I think honestly, we won't go too far into what's in it, because this is one of those you really want to save for people if they're not, because there's a present there. What I'll say is, when this was coming out, there was that nice little month or two where anything Image number 1, people were going crazy, like White Sky and this. And I think White Sky's price has come down because it's all right. Like, there's way better Apocalypse stories. But Dork, oh my gosh. Like, if you didn't already like issue 1, which would be crazy, it's hilarious and like really fun, it's only gotten better, legit. So that like number 1 being worth some money makes more sense than ever now. And I will say, this is one of the best single issues, number 6, and one of the funniest too. Anything you wanted to add?
That was
Austin?
hilarious.
Yes, genuinely.
Nah, I was just gonna say, like you said, it was one of the funniest issues, and I don't want to dive into it because this is genuinely this is a whole Christmas present for someone that hasn't read it yet.
Yes.
But this whole run, meeting Brett Bean was phenomenal. He's such a nice person. You can tell he cares about this book, and every issue, it's one of those where it's like, all right, this issue is phenomenal, great, either battle or something. But at the end of the day, I'm coming off reading this with a smile, potentially even laughing.
Yes, yes. And that is
Mhm.
rare. Like the actual emotion or like laughing out loud, especially reading a comic. It's cool that they can do that. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it right where we are. We won't give it away because it's so good. Do you got something, Mimi?
I do got one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Mature readers.
Yeah, that's
There's a
good
lot
point.
of explicit stuff that happens in this run. I
Yes.
will say that.
Yeah, I chalked it up to one of the things was almost like reading a birds and the bees talk in a way with this one. So yeah, be ready for that just in case. All right,
Yes.
Now, real quick,
go ahead.
did any of you see the reveal come in at the end? I didn't see that the entire
I
time.
sort of saw it. So obviously you guys don't really want to get into the really nitty gritty, but like in the panel where the Bone Witch is describing how Dork was Dork or whatever, you know, sort of this motion,
Yeah.
maybe this motion a little bit. I could tell by like the features, if that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of those. I'll give him credit then. This within this issue, you could kind of guess it, but before it was like whether that's good
I
writing or
couldn't-
not.
I couldn't tell if that like if it was, you know, or if it's like all of them looked like
Okay,
that.
yep, that makes sense then. All right. Moving on. If destruction be our lot, what did we think?
Austin,
Oh.
bro. Austin, bro. This one is great too. I
Yeah.
love Matthew Rosenberg's stuff. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. Did he write? Which one did he write last year? Was it You'll Do Bad Things or was it the other one that came out?
I
on
don't
the same
know.
week?
I know. Funny enough, panelists have brought it up, and it really is true. He has very long comic titles. So if there's like a long comic title, it's probably him. I think he did the the bank one with the teenagers. I think You'll Do Bad
I was talking
Things.
about the spy one. What
Oh,
was it called?
hold on. I'll look right now.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Oh, hey, fun fact: there's a handy dandy app called Comic Geek.
Yes. Oh, hey, You'll Do Bad Things with Tyler Boss.
Yes, that one was great, by the way.
Yeah. I have genuinely no idea. I will say while you're looking that up,
We're taking everyone down with us.
yes, that's what it is. Okay, yeah.
I read the first two issues. I liked them. It's just again, I'm gonna seem like a negative Nancy here.
No,
It's
that's
just
fine.
one of those that I didn't feel like I wanted to read.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fine. I'd rather be honest, anyways. I don't want to just randomly blow smoke up people's butt.
hey, this run is great. It's even though like everyone in this run is a robot, you really feel like Abe is a human,
Yes.
and it makes it so interesting as a robot that's made after a human is in a world where he is looked down upon because of it, and I think it's very, very, very good.
I like one of the things that you mentioned that I want to piggyback off of is they're all robotic, obviously, and basically all of them act like that, but Abe. But the ones that are acting robotic and almost that like monotone, obviously they don't feel a thing. You kind of still feel how they should, but yourself. Like one of the reveals in this book where they're all hanging out is crazy and almost like really sad what they've gotten to. I will say for this series, issue number 2 might be my standout. Like that one was excellent, but this has a lot going on too. So I highly recommend if you aren't picking it up already. Rosenberg does a great job, and I hear that his Spawn run right now that he just took over is really good too. All right. I did. Austin didn't read it. What am I giving him a chance to talk for?
I didn't even pick it up.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna pick it up next Wednesday.
Okay, good. You'll like it a lot. Okay, this one
Say that as
specifically.
I haven't been reading like anything.
That's
you
all
guys
right.
are
That's all
talking
right.
about.
This one specifically for Mimi, and I got to tap into the first one. I heard it was really good. Dark Knights of Steel 2, issue
Yes.
number 1.
All right, I'm gonna run through this real quick because no one else read it. Dark Knights of Steel 2 is basically a straight continuation off the first one. If you want to pick this up, it gives a very good detailed explanation about what happens in the first one, like kind of just like the setup. Basically, Game of Thrones meets the DC universe,
Okay.
where the elves are like the lands of the lore, like or the kings and queens of the place. I can't speak.
No,
I
you're
don't know
good.
why, but yeah, this issue was really good. It's basically we get introduced to Dark Knights of Steel Aquaman, really fun. That's all I'm gonna say. It's really good. Gail Simone. It's a great.
I was gonna say, I
continuation.
love the Yasmin Putri covers I see for it all the time.
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. If nothing else, End of Life. I don't know if anybody else read this. I read this. This is one of the. Did you too, Mimi?
Oh, I haven't read End of Life yet, but I have it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't know we were gonna talk about it.
No, you're good. You're good. Have you read up to 5, or how much of it have you read so far? Okay, then what do you think so far?
I'm
at least?
loving it.
Me too.
I'm loving it.
I think it's really funny, and it's like wild
It's
in the best
it's
ways.
probably one of my for the Vertigo titles. Like everyone's talking about Bleeding Hearts and
Yep. I fell off
End of
Bleeding
Life-
Hearts. I can't lie.
I picked up the first issue. Didn't like it that much. Everyone was raving about it. I
Yep.
didn't. It wasn't my shtick. And then I kind of got like guilt tripped into it because
Yep.
I work at the store, so like in my ear, like, you gotta pick it up, you
Yeah.
gotta pick it up. So I read it.
Not for you.
It's fine.
Yeah, okay,
it's
that's
fine.
fair. I think I did first two, and I was like, eh. Because the first one, I thought the first issue, like people were saying, was decent or pretty good for the comedy aspect. Like the story itself, I don't know what it was. I was not that interested. Like it was funny hearing all the crazy names and seeing how almost dumb the friend was compared to the one that's actually like feeling stuff.
Mush.
Yes, much. Yes,
Mush.
yeah, that part was good, but I just wasn't tempted to continue it. So yeah,
I
End of
can't
Life.
lie.
Yeah, go ahead.
Haven't picked up a single Vertigo title yet.
If you want to pick up a single one, my suggestion is Peril of the Brutal Dark.
That was
one's
excellent.
fire.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That was
I love
fire.
that one.
It took the thing about Peril is it's going like this, and then the last issue straight down into the other way.
And like you
I was
enjoy it
like,
because the main
"Oh my
character's
God."
awesome, but yeah, it really is like,
Yeah.
hey, here's how it's going. Whoa.
So I'm a huge fan of like the Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips stuff. They do
Yeah.
a lot of detective stuff, and it has a lot of vibes like that. No kidding, Jacob Phillips is the artist, so
Yeah.
they have very similar styles. But I also love Chris Condon. Chris
Yes.
Condon is amazing.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
But Peril of the Brutal Dark, pick it up. End of Life is great. Bleeding Hearts is good.
Yeah. The Vertigo, they got a good reputation going so far, I would say. At least for me, End of Life, what you're really gonna enjoy. I'm not gonna spoil it. There's a little person that comes into here that's like a hired hitman, and I gotta say, I don't think there was any disrespect done. Like no, like just playing the condition for laughs. The character is phenomenal though. I don't think he talks. He just like
But
acts.
you know the main character is gonna make fun of him, like,
Yes.
the whole time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I
The
can't wait to
main
see more of
character-
that.
Austin, you're not picking up, but the main character in End of Life is like this hitman that's part of this, like, was part of this family, and then gets hired to like steal, like do like a bank robbery sort of thing, but they're stealing from a house, and then they realize that he's stealing from the family that he's in, so now he's like exiled, and then the whole time he's just like this cocky little piece of shit.
Yep. He is every bit of the phrase "a fuck up." Like he just he
Yeah.
doesn't know how to do anything wrong.
Like there's like throughout the whole run, he like goes back to where his like dad is from, and his dad fucking hates him. The banter between those two is so good.
just one thing to give away if you're not already sold, because I think Mimi did an excellent pitch. The dad is like on the verge of death and still hates the son. Like he's trying so hard.
He's a hard ass, dude. He's like the first spoiler alert for issue 1,
Yeah.
but this came out like months and months
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
He goes back, and the dad is like, "Why the fuck should I not just shoot you right now?"
yeah. So yeah, excellent stuff. We'll move on. Of the Earth number 3. This is Chris Condon, right? Or who's this?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
It's Chris Condon, my boy Chris Condon.
Go ahead. Take
You're
it
not
away.
reading Of
Edie.
the Earth. You're missing out. I mean, do you guys read? If you read this, do you read like the really long stuff at the end? Like the
Yeah.
almost.
I'm
I
gonna
read the
start.
first one.
Yeah, yeah.
I read the first one, but I don't read it. But this one, I made a video on my page recently as my top 10 favorite ongoings, and I had this in the honorable mention just mere for the fact that the first 2 issues are so good that I wanted to say it, but I felt like it wasn't really going anywhere. Those first 2 issues, it was a really big build up. This one took a turn. One, you learn something key, like again, spoilers ahead, but I think something with like the water, the cold water, like heals them because
Okay.
if you remember
Oh
with
yes,
the rag,
that's a
with
good
the rag, he like so there's 2 characters that have basically seen something. They have like oil all over them, and they basically like are, how would you describe it, like in shock?
Yeah,
like,
or like a weird
in
comatose
constant
or something.
shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like a coma, basically. So basically, what happens is this dude that's helping them like puts a rag on them, and it like kind of put them back to normal. So maybe that will help, but it's basically like Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Like that's the
yes,
whole
fair.
shtick. Is like this creature is crawling around this house and scaring the living shit out of everybody. It's awesome. I love Chris Condon.
What I really like is the first 2 issues, like you were saying, it was almost like, hey, where's this going? Like, what's going on? But what it does that's really good, and I will say, Austin can attest this, I almost dropped after the first issue just because I wanted to save some money. But what saved me is I think Austin gave me one of those, like, I thought it was really good, and I was like, maybe I'm not seeing it. It does play into that eeriness. Like, there's something going on here, and we have not found out what,
Issue
but we're
2
gonna.
did an amazing job
Yes.
with that. Like
Yes.
there's a specific panel in issue 2 where they're like looking out in the distance and
Yeah.
it's just like nothing. And then for like one panel it's like the being shows up and then it like disappears, and I thought that was amazing.
Yes, yes. So it's clearly gonna be great. Did you read this, Austin? Okay,
I
go ahead.
did. So, like I said, with Batman: The Long Halloween being one of my favorite books, it's one of those that you don't know what's happening, yet you're still following along. I told this to Corey. This is how I feel about this book. Have no idea what the hell's happening. Still, it's like, yo, this is fire. Okay.
It's fire. It's
Yeah.
a great
It
story.
is. And like you just pointed out from issue 2, the creature coming up and then down. I saw it since then, and then the leak in the basement that we saw in issue 1. I wonder if it's a creature that kind of forms itself of oil and then can just go back into a puddle and go into the ground and hide.
That's a good story. I mean, that is probably what happened. Yeah, it's probably why the people that are like shocked or whatever have like a bunch of oil all over them.
Yep.
Okay. Any closing thoughts? Anybody? Are we good?
Shout out Chris Condon.
Yeah.
Yeah, should never have canceled his Green Arrow run. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
I heard about that. That's why, because of that, I will say it doesn't help him now. But because of all that, I want to read it more than ever, just to see what was going on.
Dude, it's so good.
That's
It's
why I
basically
wonder
like-
why people weren't picking it up or why cancel it.
I don't know, like if I was talking to like I was raving about it in like everyone's comic sections, and like everyone that I was doing it to was just like agreeing with me. Like it was literally like my favorite DC ongoing at the time it was coming out.
Damn.
It was
Yeah, that's a shame.
I
Maybe
gotta say, I
eventually.
did really like his Ultimate Wolverine before they had to cancel it too.
I did like his Ultimate Wolverine. I thought there was like those random issues where like it was like a bear versus a badger or whatever. I'm like, all right, what the fuck is going on? But I will say though, I think Marvel fucked him over when they like ended it because they like he was in what the Winter Soldier for like 6 issues. He was
Mhm.
like it was so fast.
That costume was so aura.
Yes.
It was Aura.
Yes. Okay. Also, really quick, just piggybacking off of that, I think Marvel, like, they have really just taken a dip and not have that many good ongoings. One of the most frustrating things is as somebody who hasn't really read the Ultimates but hears people's like how they feel about it, their feedback. So stupid to end it when they did, and then so cowardly to be like, "Hey, Ultimate Universe is coming back." Really? Only after it's complained about that it's gone?
Did you guys read Endgame and all this other stuff?
Just because I wasn't caught up. Like, I think I'm to issue 7 or 8 with the Ultimates, which I really like. Huge shout out to Camp for that. I read 1 or 2 of Wolverine, and I think like 1 or 2 of Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, and then the first trade for Ultimate X-Men, which I gotta say, not a huge fan of.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of either.
Yeah.
I read like 15 of X-Men. I read all Spider-Man. Spider-Man's great.
That's what I.
Don't get me wrong. Ultimates, I fell off like towards the end, and I just completely dropped it. Again, Denny's Camp has all these grand ideas, and I mean, everyone talks about how good he is. I just don't think it's for me
Yep, that's fair.
personally.
That's fair.
Like his Martian Manhunter run, yes, it was good. Wasn't the biggest fan of that, but that's just how I interpret comic books and stuff like that.
It's what keeps it
He's a real-
interesting. Yeah.
He's very wordy too.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not the biggest guy when it comes to like filling a page with words.
Have you ever read Crisis?
No.
Crisis on Infinite Earths is insane. Those okay. So just with how you read comics, what
Who
would you
writes
say?
it?
Marv Wolfman. It's
I was
George
gonna
Perez.
say I read Watchmen for the first time like
I
2
heard
weeks
that
ago,
is too,
and
yeah.
that is word heavy.
That might compete or do more. Like, okay, what would you say, especially nowadays, the average single issue takes to read, time wise, like minutes?
It depends on if I'm trying to read fast or not. I mean,
I've always said like 10 to
obvious-
15 is pretty normal. You get 20 with a word
obviously I read all of these in 30 minutes.
Bro was cooking. I will say this, like Austin's bringing up, Crisis might for real be 30 to 45 minutes a single issue.
It
I
took
think
me
it's
a
8 to
45
12.
minutes
It
to
takes
read a
forever.
It took me 45 minutes an issue with Watchmen.
Yep. So it's probably very similar. Yeah, it takes forever.
I googled this. Guess how many words is in the 12 issues for Crisis?
Here, I'll Google Watchmen real quick.
Oh,
How
that's
many
a
is in
great
there?
comparison.
Crisis for 12 issues has 55,000 words.
While you're looking
Sorry if my keyboard's loud.
No, you're good. I don't even think we can hear it. While you're looking that up, my point is always if you come out of something being like it's too wordy, it's not even your fault. If they're doing a great enough job at making the story interesting, you're not really going to care how many words there are. But like when you notice they're not doing good enough, is at least my opinion.
How many words did you say were in?
55 for 12 issues.
All right, Watchmen's about half that.
Is it 12 issues
Watchmen's
too?
Yeah,
Hey,
Watchmen's
get ready.
27,000.
Crisis takes forever.
I don't even know if I'm going to read it now.
It's like
I haven't ever.
it's one of
I've
those.
never been
if you're-
enticed though.
That's fair. If you're into like the history, it's cool to be like this is one of the first events because I think Secret Wars came before it. Like there's impact, like the Barry Allen stuff, the Supergirl death, like all this other stuff. Sure, the Anti-Monitor and the Monitor. But if
Earth
you're
1, Earth
not like
2.
really, yeah, if you're not really wanting to see all that, then it's one of those maybe further into reading comics. Otherwise, just maybe not even for you at all.
I mean, I got a handy dandy new history of DC Universe that kind of explained it pretty well.
That is true, and that was done really well. I love those connecting covers they did too. That was insane. They had like every hero and villain. I never got any of them. I just saw them, and they look incredible.
I
Okay,
like the Dan Morris here. I'll pull it off my wall.
yeah, please. Oh yeah, that one is great.
Well,
I like
there's
that
like
one a lot.
4 of them.
I think I
There's
might have
one
just
from
got
Wonder
covers
Woman.
for those. What?
With Crisis, Barry Allen and Supergirl took a fall, just like Fall of the House of the
Nice.
Slaughter, issue 3.
Oh, House of Slaughter. Let me talk about it. I don't know if these guys are picking up anything with something killing the universe or something that's killing the children universe. But let me tell you, this is just a like a fresh breath of air. What's the saying? A breath of fresh air. Because if the only criticism in something that's killing the children in 2026 is that we have been in a prequel arc for 10 plus straight months, 10 issues straight, we were in a prequel arc, and they kind of just left us on a cliffhanger. This is bringing us back to current day. And so basically, quick rundown of something that's killing the children universe because you guys don't read it. There's these houses where these people in masks go and kill monsters. Like, that's basically it. Only children can see the monsters, or only the people that are in the houses can see monsters. And at the head of the house for Slaughter is someone called the Dragon, which is basically the only dude with a gold mask. Well, the Slaughterhouse's dragon is dying, and now they need to elect a new leader of the house. So you follow this one of the main characters in Something's Killing the Children. Her name is Cecilia. She's one of the head of the White Mask House, and she is trying to ascend to become the new dragon. Well, things go wrong. Yada yada yada. We're here. It's great. If you're not picking up anything, I would pick up the house. I would pick up Something That's Killing the Children. Read through all of that. It is amazing. This is very good, but I don't know if it's necessarily needed at the moment.
Is it
And
still
then-
James Tynion or Tinian?
It's Tate Brombell, but
Okay.
James Tynion like helps write
Yeah.
it. And I will say, if you want to pick the universe for the House of Slaughter stuff, read the first, third, and fifth trades. You don't need to read the second, fourth, and sixth, because what House of Slaughter did is like 5 issues by Tate Brombell, 5 issues by a different dude, and then back to Tate
Okay.
Brombell. But they were like 2 different stories going on. There's like literally a hardcover called like the Butcher's Saga or whatever, because it follows like a guy that switched from the butcher house to the slaughterhouse, and his character's really enticing. Like, that's some of the best stuff in this universe.
Gotcha.
I will say that.
Great
it's
info
really good.
drop. I'm definitely gonna get into it soon because I genuinely hear nothing but good things about that whole universe.
It's my favorite ongoing of all time.
Yeah, that gives it a lot more. I gotta get into that immediately. Do you got anything else? Just so I don't cut you off.
Did you guys reviewed the last episode Batman issue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Werther Dell'Edera, who did the art on that, is the main artist for Something That's Killing the
Oh,
Children.
nice.
That's
Yeah,
all
I
I'm
did
gonna
like
say.
that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So
They brought in
if
the
you
big
like
guns.
absolute Batman art, the art in this is incredible.
Sweet. Okay. All right. Last one here, Sonic Godzilla. Real easy one to talk about. Super simple collab stuff. I think it's done well, where it's fun. This is great for all ages as well. One of the things I love that I noticed on Comic Geeks going to show the variant covers to Mimi is the first cover is obviously Sonic and Godzilla. Godzilla's not in the first issue at all. The second cover, I think, is Mothra and some of the others. And I'm willing to bet any amount of money that Godzilla's going to be in that one. So they flipped it. So put Mothra on the first cover. I know because it's the start of the series. You might as well. And then
Was
put
Mothra
Godzilla
on
on the
this
second.
cover?
Yes. No, not the
Oh.
variant covers Mothra was on, but not like the A, which again, I get it because it's Sonic Godzilla. You might as
No,
well put
was
that.
Mothra in the story for
Yes.
the first one?
Yes. It was Mothra
Wow.
and Mecha Godzilla. No Godzilla. So I was like,
No.
what is he doing? Like right from the start, there's something happening. It's like, oh, here comes Big Boy, like windows breaking and some kind of like Sonic or Soundwave. And it's like, here we go. It's Mecha Godzilla, and then it's Mothra fighting him. So I guess the champ is coming soon. But yeah, fun stuff, definitely for all ages. One of those, not as an insult, you can turn your brain off and just enjoy it. Like if you start critiquing it, you might find a decent bit. It's just for fun. But now I want to
Go
open
like
it up.
this.
Yes. Now I want to open it up, starting with Mimi, because I know Mimi has some good stuff to talk about other stuff we've read, like backlog and just catching up on runs.
I just read this recently, as in I finished it yesterday. Dawn Runner by Ram V and Evan Cagle.
Ooh.
It's a 5-issue miniseries by Dark Horse Comics. Basically, the rundown is that these monsters have taken over the land, and they built like a perimeter around their civilization. and they build like these big ass mechs to go and like kill the monsters. But there's a girl named Anita who's like the best warrior or whatever. There's like a leaderboard, and she's at the top with the most kills. And they just created they call it the Iron Kings, like
Okay.
the mechs, they're Iron Kings. They created one called Dawn Runner, where basically at first it was like the person and the mech weren't really like syncing, but now like the Dawn Runner is supposed to like basically bring them together. I really like my hand motions today.
I'm loving it. Great visuals.
But yeah, it's great. Basically, without like spoiling it, they basically take people and put them like deceased people and put it into the mechs, so like they
Nice.
can like understand humans better.
Yeah.
It's really intriguing. Art's amazing. If you read New Gods
Yes.
last year, it's the same creative team.
Yep. I heard Ron V's
Okay.
really good, and I read the first trade for New Gods. I gotta finish it because I hear that was an amazing run too. And Swamp
I
Thing by
dropped it
Ron
after
V.
issue 2.
Really? I think it was
It was just-
interesting.
It's just one of those lore dumps. Like I don't
That's
need
fair.
all this.
Yeah. The part I liked, the like standout, was the Mr. Miracle versus Orion. Like Orion's like, Oberon told me I have to kill this baby because it's like some prophesized kid that's gonna do something or have crazy powers, and he's
Did
like,
the
I
kid
don't
do
want
anything
to.
at the end?
I haven't gotten to that part because I only read the first trade.
Oh.
So well, there you go. It's not super quick, but but it was cool because Orion comes to Mr. Miracle and is like, I know you're good at escaping stuff. I have to hunt down this kid or Oberon's gonna be mad. So please.
I read that that's in the first issue.
Yes, yes.
So I did read that one.
After that, I can't remember who invades, but there's like a huge war. I think that was sick, where it's the New Gods protecting. Is it Genesis? I can't remember what their land is called. It's
New
something like that. Yeah,
Genesis.
New Genesis. Yes. So that part's really cool. I gotta keep reading to see. But I know one of my mutuals, Zane or Zenith Comics, I think he loves it.
I love Zane stuff.
He's so cool. He's so chill. Like that guy a lot. Okay. Anything else, Mimi? Any other runs?
Not gonna lie, I haven't been reading very much. I've been reading some manga. I'm on volume something of Vagabond, if you've ever read that.
I have heard about it. I haven't read it, but I've heard a lot.
Very good. Other than that, I haven't been reading.
What about
Oh, I guess
Saga?
I read that last year. I was on a craze. I was trying to figure out how many trades I could read in 1 month. I think I got up to high 20s.
Wow.
Yeah. Saga is amazing. Very explicit though.
That's
So-
what I hear. Yeah.
Like
I was
the
gonna say,
first-
isn't the first trade cover just a baby sucking?
that, and like the first page is like the main character giving birth.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That reminds me of Berserk. Like if you look at the first part, I think there's something crazy at the start. I think it's guts and like a demon or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything you got, Austin? Because I know one I really want to talk about in advance.
The only backlog that I have really, so I kind of fell out of reading. Like I was in a funk for reading. I didn't know what to read. Didn't like I was like, I got to get to new books so we can do podcasts, and that's pretty much it. But Corey was like, dude, read one of your trades. You'll get back in the reading feel. It worked. I read Murder Falcon by DWJ and Mike Spicer. Dude, put it simply, holy shit, dude, that is probably easily top 5, top 3, top 1 books I've read of all time. Dude,
My second
it is
favorite.
so good, bro. I genuinely want to keep it as vague as possible for people that want to read it for the first time. All I gotta say, it's a mix of badassery and wholesome stuff that gets you in your feels.
And punk rock. Don't forget about that.
Yeah. Oh my
And
gosh.
punk
Also, the
rock.
covers, thanks to Austin showing me some of the different ones, I found that there was a Judas Priest one, and I love that band, and I need that now. I'm going to try to hunt that down. It's so good. It's for their Painkiller album cover.
I think it's issue 2.
Oh, let me 1 sec.
Yeah, go ahead. I can't wait to. He's probably got so many good ones too. Okay, just to intro before he gets back, and I'll get back to it. I read a nice little chunk of All Star Batman and Robin, and I got a fun little game for you guys. I didn't have enough time to sort it into like a Kahoot where there's multiple choice. I'll just leave it open ended on what you guys think is coming next. But I'm telling you, it is so unhinged. It's so fun.
Okay.
So I obviously told you guys that I do whatnot for my
Yes.
store, and so we have the main catalog of books where you're just like out in the open, but in the back we have a filing cabinet, like 2 like kind of long and tall and skinny filing cabinets just full of books because my store tried to do like eBay shopping like in the past and it didn't work, so they just have a whole catalog. I found this sick black and white Murder Falcon.
Is that an incentive?
I have no idea.
Because I think that's what
Cracking open.
sketches
This is-
might be.
This is my first time crack. It's not a sketch. It's like just straight black and white. I don't
Okay.
even know what book it's for.
Issue 2, I think.
Yes. Yes. Oh, wait, no, it's multiple stories in one.
That's what I think they're doing with Dual Power Bomb, because I think it's more than 3 issues, but the black and white's only 3.
Yeah, Dual Powerbomb is 8 issues. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, because the black and white's only going to be 3, so I think they're oversized. That makes sense. Okay.
Those covers.
I have been reading All-Star Batman and Robin, and have you read it, Mimi, or no?
I just heard it's awful.
Okay, all I can say so far, there's little like cool moments, kind of. It lives up to the terrible hype. So just, I would say most people know the history of Batman, like the basic stuff, and Dick Grayson as well, with his time with the Flying Graysons and what happens. So if we remember, isn't it when he's originally performing with his parents that while they're supposed to catch him or while they're supposed to be caught, they get shot out of the air?
It's not that they get shot. It's that the dude.
Oh,
cuts
he
their
cut the.
rope.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. So yes, that's the one I want. That's the homage to Painkiller. So in this, like, there's little changes that Frank Miller makes to everything, and so rather than the rope being cut, they do the trick. And there's actually a point where Dick Grayson almost falls, and I thought this was one of those like Elseworlds where it's like, okay, now we deal with the mom and dad Graysons rather than Dick, but he has a grappling hook on him, and since he misses the bar, he like throws it out and catches himself. So I'm like, fine. Kind of cool, whatever. But then as him and his parents are celebrating above, they get shot through the head from somebody in the crowd, the guy that originally did, I believe. So crazy. And so there's a nice Vicky Vale is introduced and becomes a huge character in the story. And by the way, over sexualizing the shit out of her. They're showing close-ups on the yitties, on the butt. Like, she is fine, I will say. But right after, you're like, okay, this is usually where he gets to be in contact with Batman, and he recruits him. First of all, one of the first things that he says to Dick Grayson after his parents getting killed is, congratulations, kid, you've been drafted into a war. What the fuck are we doing? Just terrible writing. And then, yeah, he says, on your feet, soldier, you've just been drafted into a war. And so as like a joke, I put what Mojo would rank that as the #1 thing to say to a child in shock over his parents' murder right after. Okay, so then there's this scene, I guess before that, I jumped the gun a little bit, where these corrupt cops are trying to take Dick Grayson, and I think either set him straight, like, you didn't see what you thought, and try to settle the aftermath since he didn't die as well, or take care of him. And Batman saves him by crashing the car first, I believe, that Vicky Vale and Alfred are in, so putting them in danger to get Dick Grayson. Then he chloroforms Dick Grayson and kidnaps him. Like, straight up, there is no willingness for Dick Grayson to go with Batman. And while Dick Grayson's like woozy, he's like, very promising. He just might do. He just might. Like, all this crazy stuff, okay? So then when it doesn't work as planned, Batman comments on, damn, like, what's this brat made out of, when he's like coming out of the chloroform too soon? What do we think he says when Dick Grayson is kind of aware, as like a reassurance to him after all this has happened? Any guesses whatsoever?
I feel like I've seen this, but I can't remember what he said.
I don't know if this is even an infamous moment. You might have before, but he says, sleep, the world I'm gonna wake you up to will be no better than the world you already know. Which is like, his parents just died. Like, how does it really get worse? And then, I shit you not, unless this is like delusion of him under the chloroform, he's fucking smirking after, like, he thinks shit's sweet. So, like, unhinged. He also says, but it will make a whole lot more sense than that one did. Once I put you through holy hell, it'll make sense, a lot of sense. Holy hell, or the next best thing. And then he goes, so sleep tight, punk. Sleep tight, my ward. And Dick goes, who the hell are you anyway, giving out orders like this? Batman goes, and I have to be careful here. He goes, what are you, dense? Are you, we'll say, regarded or something? Like, straight up to Dick after all of this. He says, I'm the goddamn Batman. So it just keeps getting worse. And as another reassurance, he goes, I'm going to be the best friend you could ever hope for and the worst enemy you could ever imagine. Just like Frank Miller finding a way to make such a infamous and good story the worst he possibly could. And I doubt that's what he was going for. He just wanted to make it maybe edgy and like cool or something, but it just does not stick the landing. Alfred's also just like kind of getting bullied by Vicky Vale. He's going to drive her somewhere and make sure that she's safe because she was going to have a date with Bruce Wayne. That's why they were at the circus. And she's like move over, old man, I'm driving. So not off to a good start at all.
No.
In the first issue or volume, I think, because in Comic Geeks they have it at 10 issues and they have the amount of page count. I think it's supposed to be 34. The first one on DC Universe Infinite is like 200 some pages. So I think I technically got through the first issue, but this was a punishment for not reading my 200 single issues, and I see now why. Like, this absolutely deserves the hate it gets, and Frank Miller was not cooking at all. It is insane. So that's mine. I've been reading obviously my polls each week, and then I also at the start of the month read the Welcome Back Frank, the Garth Ennis Punisher. Really good. I highly recommend that. If you guys have seen, and anybody listening, the Daredevil show, the Netflix one, season 2, where there's those really cool interactions between Punisher and Daredevil. That like rooftop scene where Daredevil is chained up and he gives him like a gun or whatever and tells him, "You're gonna have to kill me or I kill this dude you don't want me to." That's from that, and a bunch of other good stuff like the story they were partially following for the One Last Kill. This dude's so locked. And then there was I read what is it, Fairyland? Oh my gosh, what's the Scotty Young one?
Hate
I
Fairyland.
Hate Fairyland. Yeah, thank you. That was pretty good, pretty funny too. And Gertrude, the main character, just wild, just killing.
shop
Say your name.
Your shop
My
what?
shop has the first issue cover A if you want it.
I might need. How much are they charging for it?
Probably cover price.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm trying to do what I think a lot of people do, and if I really like a run, have at least the cover A #1. So yeah, that'd be sweet. But
That's
yeah.
what I did with Outcast. I found it on Whatnot.
What happened with Outcast? Kyle was talking about that too. He was so. Is that Kirkman?
It
He
is.
got so
I
many
don't,
covers
I don't know
and
the
loved it.
lore.
Okay.
So apparently the lore is he did this run.
Yep.
It gets picked up for a TV show. I don't know if you guys watched the Escape podcast at all. I know you talked about it with the logo.
I think
a
I
little
did see
bit, how
this
they can
clip. Yeah,
change it.
go ahead. Yeah.
So basically what happened is the show didn't get canceled, the whole network got canceled.
That's why I
That's how
wonder.
Robert
Yeah, that's why I wonder if that hurt the success because Kyle from Panaloids was like invested in it because he really liked it.
it's a really good run. I've read the first 4 trades. It's so,
Okay.
or maybe 5. Read the first 5 trades. It is so good.
That's why I wonder. It
Think
got the
about it,
TV
it's
show and
like-
everything, and maybe the cancellation just killed the hype for it.
Yeah. Kind of to divert back a little bit. Speaking of bad Frank Miller stuff,
Oh, I feel like I've heard about this.
this is his cover for. Oh, whoa. Is this? Can you still see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is his cover for Terminal #1 by Robert Kirkman. This is the 1 in 100.
That's
So people. So say my shop, people will have to spend $100 to get this cover. I just wanted to bring that up.
I don't understand. I understand maybe a respect like Frank Miller's a past giant, but to give that the 1 in 100, maybe that's the point so that people don't have to see the cover all the time. They have to invest
Yeah.
highly. Yeah. Okay. Anybody closing out the podcast? Anything else? I feel like this is a
This
really good one.
podcast was really fun.
Yes.
Especially with our first guest, our glorious king, Ben Mimi.
I will say I did actually read 3 different things from
Do
this
you want
week.
to talk about them real quick?
Yeah, well, I'll just speed run them.
Okay.
Infernal Hulk, really good. He goes back to the land of the monsters or whatever, and he's trying to. So basically, right now, Bruce and the Hulk are separated, and that's what the Infernal Hulk is. Like the Infernal Hulk was this monster that took over the Hulk. It's just wreaking havoc.
Okay.
So now Bruce is trying to get back and become the Hulk again. Nightwing, very very good. If you're not picking up Nightwing, I highly recommend it. It's basically
Isn't this a swimsuit issue?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like,
Might have got that today. Might have got that today. Really good. Basically, the whole premise is, someone built a superhighway on Bloodhaven. So like it's like a 16-lane highway or whatever. And the start, like Nightwing's on it and he's driving on it, and this ghost hitchhiker comes in his car, causes Nightwing to have like a fatal crash where he kills like 8 people.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then, so basically, like the whole city's against him. Like he's getting sued. Like literally the whole city's against him. He's like a criminal, and he finds out that the original, or I'm not gonna spoil it, but you find out why the superhighway was built and
Okay.
like why this sort of stuff is happening is really good. And then finally, I read The Ring issue 2. It's a boxing story. This one was more about like the first issue was more of the backstory of this dude. I kind of forget his name. I kind of have short-term memory loss when it comes to reading this sort of stuff because I read this literally 5 minutes before joining this call. But it's great. The art's sick. It's a boxing movie or comic. But yeah, if you like boxing, you would enjoy that.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Mimi, for coming on, especially on short notice. You're the man, our goat. Besides that, it's been a blast, fellas. Anything else? Anybody, Austin? All right, let's close this thing out. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hopefully, we're gonna have a set day each week to record, and then hopefully a set date to upload. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much.